Now, Secret Agent Jack Ryan has been played by some of Hollywood's biggest hitters, from Alec Baldwin to Harrison Ford and Ben Affleck.
Now, there's a new face to Tom Clancy's hero, and he's here with us this morning. Chris Pine is the star of Jack Ryan, Shadow Recruit.
And Chris Pine, as we said, is right here. And you were saying, watching that was a really hard scene to film.
Yeah, so we shot that. That's supposed to take place in Moscow. We shot that in Liverpool.
Okay.
And Ken's good friend Jimmy was on the other end of the microphone, pretending to be alternately Ken and Kira. Right. And I was driving the car, and they had a camera mounted on the front, and it was just laughing between hearing Jimmy doing, Kira's impression and trying to drive the car was. Yeah.
You do quite a lot of the stunts in this as well. There's a great scene where you're on a motorbike in Manhattan, darting through the traffic. That was you, was actually on the bike.
That was, I want to say, the first 2 days of shooting. And looking back, I mean, I don't really ride a bike at all, and I had to learn how to obviously ride, and I did, but going 40 miles an hour in traffic in New York without a helmet definitely is not something I would.
And you mentioned Ken, and of course that's Kenneth Branagh.
That is Sir Kenneth, yes.
Yes, Sir Kenneth, who was directing and starring as well. I never know how people can do the both.
I know.
It's amazing.
Well, he actually, what really surprised me was how, because he's double tasking and has so much responsibility, he's that much clearer about what he wants. So there's not a lot of extraneous anything. He'll come in and, nail it and know exactly how to communicate, because he's an actor as well, communicate what he wants. And
he gets all the close-ups, of course.
Of course. There's a scene, actually, where the first time that we meet in the film, it's the first time we acted together on filming this movie, and every time I watch it, I can see how petrified I am just going up against Ken, who just wipes the floor with me, unfortunately.
Rubbish.
But if there's one person who would do it.
But you get to cuddle up with Keira Knightley as well. Can't be bad.
That's right. I get to snog Kira, and she plays my fiance, and she's younger than I am and has a resume that's far more extensive and longer than.
She also does a fantastic American accent.
Yeah, she does.
Really, very, very good.
Good Midwest.
Sometimes that's quite a difficult thing to do. I like Jack Ryan. I like him because he's not just a kind of one-dimensional character. There's a lot more to him, and he can be quite vulnerable sometimes as well.
Well, it's like we were saying in the break. I think one scene in particular that I think really highlights what makes him different is there's a scene where I get into a fight with a baddie, and some awful things happen. And usually in action films, you never see the hero, or anyone for that matter, react to the fact that people are dying all over the place. And even if someone's trying to take your life, that maybe they had a family or children. And so I talked to Ken about what would that be like for an everyman to get into a situation where he maybe has to take a life, and would that affect him emotionally? Would he shake? Would he be guilty? Would he feel shame? And I thought that was an interesting.
No, it is. It really is. It's the premiere tonight. We always ask actresses what they're wearing, but for boys, it's really easy. You just put a suit on. That's it. Comb your hair, put a suit on, happy days.
Yeah.
I
always think about the women. Does someone teach them how to do all that, the fancy posing
and the lips?
All the shoulders?
There must be a class. Maybe there's
very difficult.
I thought you were going to get up and show us.
No, really. No, you really don't.
We don't do that.
Now, look, Jack Ryan, very excited about, but I've got to ask you, when is the next Star Trek?
I remember you're a huge Star Trek fan. I don't know. I talked to Roberto Orsi, who's one of the producers and the writers, and I'm sure they'll get the script together sometime soon, and then I don't know, maybe.
We're desperate to have this. The last one was fantastic.
It was good, huh?
Really good. Well, the first one was great
Benedict killed it.
Benedict Cumberbatch, what a fantastic villain. When he was Cannes, I watched it, and I actually, the whole cinema went, like that.
But his voice was
Did you like the fact that it was
Oh,
done?
yes.
You did?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, good.
Very, very well.
Because I know that kind of split people down the middle.
It did. No, we were very happy with that. We were very happy with that. But we just can't wait for the next one.
Well,
get it
hopefully
sorted.
Done.
Get it
But
fixed.
if I have to shoot it on my camera phone, I will.
You're working with Meryl Streep. Oh, you've just finished, haven't you? You just wrapped on
working it may be too intense, but I was on the same film set as Miss Meryl Streep, and
this is what, a film version of Stephen Sondheim's Into the Woods.
Exactly right, and Johnny Depp's in it. You have a picture up right now. Johnny Depp's in it. He plays the wolf. Emily Blunt, James Corden, and a Kendrick.
Let me guess, you're Prince Charming, aren't you?
Actually, I'm Cinderella's prince. I thought it was a very feminist way of in the script. It never said Prince Charming. It was Cinderella's prince.
Her own personal one.
So I have a
And is it singing and all that sort of business as well?
It's singing and it's big hair and it's, you know, it's swords and horseback riding and the whole.
That sounds brilliant.
Wow.
The whole deal.
So you'll have the album out soon then?
Yeah, an album of 2 songs that was probably done by someone else. It was a lot of fun. It was very hard and I had no idea what I was getting myself into, but I was very happy to work with such an incredible
The diversity of your life is extraordinary.
It's like my parents call it, it's like being in the circus, you know?
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
It's
Great
kind
fun.
of fun.
But listen, good luck with Jack Ryan.
Thank
that
you
you'll
very much.
Need it, and I'm sure there's going to be another one of them. But could you just get Star Trek done before
I'm
you do the
trying my
next
best.
Jack Ryan?
I will do my best. I'll write it myself.
And enjoy the pout on the red carpet later on tonight. We'll be looking now to see what you do.
I'll give it a good
Lovely
try
to see you.
tonight.
Thank you for coming in.
Thank you very much
Really
for having me. I
appreciate
appreciate it.
Right, weather with Laura.
And we'll be talking about how it's Blue Monday.